So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a Brilliant Businesses podcast. My name is Nick Bryant, and I'm on location today at Heron Fisher with Nicky Fisher. Hey, Nicky, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Thank you for coming on the podcast. So, Heron Fisher are a insolvency practitioner. They're a leading insolvency practitioner based in Croydon and in Eastbourne, I believe. But Nicky is also president of Eastbourne Chamber of Commerce. So she's a very busy lady, got lots to do. But we'd like to start the podcast by Nicky telling us about how she became an insolvency practitioner, how it all came about, the story to where you are. So if you're all right with that, take it that away, Nicky.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I started off my career actually as a legal exec. I'm trained as a legal exec. Did that for 3 years, and then I swapped into doing accountancy. And as part of that job, it was the early 90s, and they were getting a lot of liquidations, and it's quite time driven.
Yeah.
So I was quite good at spreadsheets. So they said,
Okay.
can you set up a spreadsheet to get us to do this? Yep, I can do that. So I set all that up. By the time I'd asked all those questions, I was going to go on to do my chartered exams, and I thought, I'm going to do my insolvency exams instead. So it was a bit of a cross between the legal and accounting side, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. So it wasn't sort of a dream when you left school to do it. It just sort of like some of these things fall in your lap a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, no, it wasn't at all. My dad was a chartered accountant, and all I wanted to do was be a chartered accountant. I had no idea what a chartered accountant was, but that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So my dad did it.
Yeah, that's cool. So your business is based here in Eastbourne, but you also have offices in Croydon, I believe.
That's right, yeah.
You sort of dip between the two.
Yeah, I do half and half.
Okay,
yeah.
and how long has Heron Fisher been going?
16 years now.
Wow, okay. And you're a team of 5 or 6, or
There's 9 of us at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so president of Eastbourne Chamber of Commerce, tell us what's involved in that, because that sounds like a very important role.
I don't know about important. It's prestigious. It's very nice to have been asked to do it.
Yeah.
I was part of the board and still am part of the board, obviously. So I chair the board. But basically, it's lots of local business people that run, or the directors of the chamber, and we obviously help the CEO with her work and be a sort of bit of a guidance and a sounding board for her.
Okay, and it's really supporting local businesses, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And coming up with ways where, I mean, I know there's a lot of networking involved, because you look after my business with networking, which is great, and the support that you give the members, which I believe there's over 400 members, is there? Nearly?
There's nearly 600, I think.
Is it 600? Wow.
Yeah. So along with supporting the members, it also lobbies Parliament and government, and we have a very, very good relationship with Eastbourne Borough Council and with East Sussex County Council.
Let's go back to the insolvency practitioning. So talk us through what's involved with that. What does it mean, and what do you do? How do you help people?
So, we aim to help people that have got financial difficulties. So that can be an individual or a partnership or a limited company. And we speak to them. I mean, the object would be for them not to go through an insolvency process, but quite often people come to us too late. So it's quite often too late for us to do that. Yeah. And so what we try and do is ask people where they want to be in the future and try and get them to that place in the future, and not criticise what they've done in the past. It is what it is. Let's see what we can do to get you where you want to be.
Without any sort of too much fallout, I guess, because if you've been insolvent, that causes a problem on your record, does it?
It depends. If it's individually, yes, it will go on your credit record. But if it's a company, then it's the company that's got the bad credit rating, and that's going to disappear anyway. Yeah, okay.
What do you like about it the most? What's the best bit about your job?
I was people going out smiling when they've come in crying.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yes.
I think for them, it's the fear of the unknown. Yeah. And when you explain what it is, it's not as bad as they think it's going to be. And also, they even if it is as bad as they thought it was going to be, they know they've got a plan. They know what they're going to do. Yeah.
And so, how do you get more business? Because that's a tricky one, isn't it? Really, something you can market, is it? Well, you can market your business, but
it's a difficult one. Yeah, I mean, we really market to accountants and solicitors, and it's a lot. 90% of our work comes from referrals. Yeah. It's not something that you can really tout anywhere else.
No, sure. I guess accountants are speaking to businesses all the time, and they can refer to you. And you do a lot of networking, don't you? And I guess that brings in relationships.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah. So what's the future for Heron Fisher? Is you just sort of keep going the way you are, growing the firm, other depots, or?
No, we won't get any bigger. Yeah. We like to offer a personal service, and everybody that speaks to us can speak to the partner. Okay. And we always interview people right at the very start, so then no one's a number, everyone's a name.
Okay. And so this office we're in is in the back office of Heron Fisher. So I still are on location. So this is obviously a meeting room that you use. And the location you're on Seaside in Eastbourne. Does the location help you, or is it? I mean, do you get? You don't get people walking in, do you? So it's.
You get a little bit of off the street. Yeah,
okay.
We do get a little bit. And obviously we've got the board outside. And our theory was to be a shop front as opposed to a sort of office upstairs above a shop or something like that. So it's tried to be a bit more of a approachable.
Yeah. And the Chamber of Commerce, I went to their AGM, or your AGM, about a couple of months ago, which was really interesting. Because you also work with the Eastbourne bid, I think, to the Business Investment District, because they've got offices above you at the offices of Chamber of Commerce.
They do, yes. Yeah, they're sort of very integrated with the Chamber.
Yeah. In developing the area and developing local businesses as well, and helping them, coming up with ideas to support them, I guess.
Yeah, the idea of the bid really, it obviously has raised money through the rating system, but it's to provide things that the council can't afford to do. Yeah. So it's all the little extras. So you'll see that the flags and so a lot of the stuff for the Jubilee celebrations was all done by the bid.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was good. The flags everywhere.
Yeah.
Now you're a golfer as well, aren't you?
I am.
And you play as much as you can, and you enjoy that and outside and.
I do. That's my little hobby.
You have to have something outside of work, don't you?
You do, really definitely.
Because I should imagine your job can get quite stressful with dealing with people that have got problems like that.
It can do, and it's quite nice just to have that little break, and you don't really think about work when you're on the golf course.
You don't, do you? No. It's a good bit of camaraderie and it's beautiful scenery, so that's really good. Well, thanks, Nicky. It's been really great to talk to you. If there's anything else you want to talk about, but I think we've covered most things. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe. It's great to talk to you, and I'm sure we'll do another podcast soon. But thanks very much for coming on, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.